Denver skate park, working with the PENTAX K-5, shooting in 1080p. It's an awesome day for shooting. There's loads of people who want to kind of show off for the camera. I've got the 10-17 Fisheve Zoom, which is a great lens for shooting skateboarding and a great lens for video handheld. Basically what I'm doing is I set my white balance to daylight and I set my color profile to natural so it wouldn't be too saturated, so I can work with it a little bit in post, kind of give it the color correction that I want, make those decisions later. I'm using the auto exposure lock button to lock my f-stop at 4, and then just dialing in, just tweaking it by using the exposure compensation here. I've just dropped it like a little bit of negative gain there. Once that's all locked in, the light's staying nice and consistent. I'm really trying to get like cool things in the foreground, keep the camera moving, and just really capture the energy of the skateboarders in the park. So when we were working with the wide lens, it was very easy to keep things in focus because, you know, just the nature of the lens, and it's a great lens for the action that way. But you know, also it's fun to use the depth of field of these cameras. So right now I'm using a 200mm lens, and what I'm doing is I'm presetting the focus on a point and letting the action come into that point. So I have the skaters kind of hitting a very particular part of this rail, so they'll come into a very narrow depth of field. And so we're using focus in that way, and it's I think it's working really well. One of the great things about shooting with a DSLR is how easy it is to get some camera movement. Right here we have a camera slider. It's in my kit. I take it wherever I go because it's so portable and so easy to use. In this instance, what we're doing is I'm following the skaters along as they do a trick. And then as another element, I had one of the skaters stand in the foreground to really help sell the camera motion and to kind of provide a little bit more interest and depth in the shot. So another great thing about working with the DSLR is the size and how easy it is to put into really interesting places. Right here we just set it on the sandbag, got a little bit of this element in the foreground and had the skaters jumping over it. It's kind of really cool shot, kind of abstract, showing the skaters in the sky. Anytime you can put your camera in an interesting place, you're always going to get a great shot. And I think, you know, really pleased with what we got here.